What's up everybody? It's Brooklyn Cardenas and we're back on Paul Mitchell Pro's YouTube channel for all things professional for you, those creatives. So today we're gonna be creating a beautiful blonde highlighting with Highlift. So what does that mean? So most of the time when we are creating blondes, we go straight for that beautiful lightener. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna shift our thinking into something more three-dimensional. So we're gonna create a three-dimensional blonde, meaning we're gonna have three colors. We're gonna have the natural, we're gonna have a light piece, and we're gonna have a medium blonde. And that's gonna be able to create a three-dimensional blonde, like a three-dimensional photo. Like think how it pops out. A lot of times two-dimensional colors or two-dimensional photos sit really flat. So that three-dimension is really gonna be able to make things get high, mediums, and lows. And really help the grow out phase as well. So stick with me, we're gonna play with some Highlift, we're gonna have a really good time. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna reach for is our Paul Mitchell's Synchrolift Plus. This is gonna be our beautiful lightener that gets up to 9 levels of lift. This is gonna give us a really crisp, beautiful, bright pop of the blonde. And I'm looking for like a true level 9 with this. So I'm gonna mix 1 scoop of our lightener to 2 ounces of our 20 volume developer. So for our second blonde, I'm really looking for a really buttery, beautiful blonde to kind of help transition from the dark into the really light. So Highlift is always a really great choice because 2 things. 1, it's going to lift and tone at the same time. And it's perfect because it just lifts and it's perfectly beautiful every single time. So with Paul Mitchell, the color, you get up to 4 levels of lift. So Josie, she's naturally like a level 6. So I know I'm gonna get up into those level 9s, but I'm looking for that tone. So I have 2 that I'm choosing, right? I could choose either our HLA, which is our Highlift Ash, or our HLP, which is our Highlift Platinum, which is a violet tone. And I'm gonna reach for the HLA. It's been a long time since she's had highlights, and I noticed that she looks a little deeper and darker. So I wanna cut as much warmth as possible. So HLA, and I'm gonna mix that with our 40 volume. And you can have 2 mixing ratios. You can either mix 1:1 for more tone, or you can mix 1:2 for more lift. So we're gonna mix 1:2.
As you can see, our starting canvas looks like a black hole. We've got level 5 at the base, and we've got to transition into these really light ends. So this technique, we're gonna do a full highlight of slicing patterns. I'm gonna section out the hair into 4 quadrants. I'm gonna have a mohawk section in the top, 2 sides, and then the rest of the back. Okay, starting off, I'm gonna start in the front, and that's because really this is where I want to be the lightest and the brightest. So I'm going to baby highlight or weave these 2 front pieces with our Synchrolift Plus. That's gonna be our lightener piece, which is gonna give us that big, beautiful pop. And as you can see in this front edge, I just break those up into 2. That way the round of the head is covered. And then I'm going to continue after this, I'm going to be doing slicing. And the reason why I'm going to be doing slicing is because I really want to put a recognizable pattern within her hair so I can pick up the same hair every single time. So once I've created this first piece of lightener, this is where I'm going to back up and I'm going to take a slice. And this is going to be our high lift. Now, as you see, as I go and pick this up, you can see there's an old slice there before. So I know exactly I'm only ever going to be retouching the roots. And that's why a recognizable pattern is really important, is that you're always just picking up the same hair every single time. And that overall helps the beautiful condition of the hair. Taking super skinny see-through highlights or slices is really important to make sure it just feels really natural and falls really beautiful. So I'm going to continue back my pattern, 1 slice of the lightener to 1 slice of the Highlift, and I'm going to continue that all the way through the head. So I'm going to leave her natural in between. And that's that 3-dimensional. So they get a little bit of their natural, a big pop of brightness, and that beautiful blend from the Highlift. And it just transitions so beautiful and so consistent. So having that little bit of a bridge color in between really makes a huge difference. So Highlift is always the choice for me. So here we go. Once we get all those beautiful foils in, we're going to let her process for about 35 minutes or until she gets her desired result. We're going to let her process and relax out here, and then we're going to take her in for a beautiful lather lounge experience. In the wash, as you can see, as we take out these foils, you get a pop of that crisp blonde, then you get this beautiful buttery blonde, and then another big pop of the lightener blonde. And again, these beautiful slicing and techniques just give us a 3-dimensional color, and I can't wait for you to see the final results. Here she is with her beautiful final end result. You with her high, medium, and low blonde. It's a 3-dimensional color for that healthy, beautiful, natural looking finish. I think she looks absolutely incredible. I would love to know if this helped you. Follow us again at paulmitchellpro.com and tune back into the YouTube channel for more information. Thank you and have a beautiful day.